and welcome back to Stace Does Travel. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Candlewood Suites in Anaheim. I stayed there in November 2024 as part of a big California trip, and I thought this would be a good video to do just to review the hotel and give you my thoughts and tell you everything that I found out about it while I actually stayed there. I also took a room tour while I was there, so I will include that as well. So what I'll do is pop that room tour in first, and then I'm going to break down this review in 9 different points. I am just going to look at my laptop, so if I'm not looking at you, I'm just looking at my points. So I'm going to break it down into location, room size, comfort, bathroom, amenities, food, cleanliness, staff, and the most important thing, would I stay there again? So that is going to be sort of the basis of this review. So yeah, let's get started. So this is the room tour I took when we arrived at Candlewood Suites. I'm currently just in the entryway where you enter the room, and just to your right you have a full-size fridge freezer, which was amazing. There's also this little kitchenette area. It has absolutely anything you could possibly need. You can see there is loads of counter space. There is some complimentary goodies. They actually provided us with some popcorn, which was great. And then they also had tea and coffee amenities as well to go with the coffee machine. It had a nice full-size sink. It had a big, large dishwasher. We didn't use this because we didn't cook, but it is there if you need it. And then under the sink, just some cleaning supplies. There were some drawers that are currently blocked in by a suitcase, but lots of goodies in there too. It had a full-size microwave and also a hob below it. And then in this cupboard, it had all of your crockery. It had a toaster, it had some takeaway cups, it had salt and pepper, glasses, jugs, Tupperware even, literally had everything you could possibly think of to need in a kitchenette area, which was amazing. So we didn't actually utilise a lot of this area, but it was great to have. Then moving around the room, we do have this breakfast bar-esque table. It had 2 chairs with it. We have sort of trashed it right now with all of our luggage, as you can see me explaining. But this breakfast bar was great. We did use it quite a little bit as well. And then it had just some more drawers down here with a phone on top. So if you need to contact anyone, if you need to contact reception, you can do so. This was a temperature control, but it didn't actually work. So I will explain more about that in just a second. You had this nice big TV with some more storage underneath it. Loads and loads and loads of storage in this room, which we absolutely loved for our stay. It was so helpful. And then this is the air conditioning unit. So there is a little panel on there where you can actually control the air conditioning, not with the unit on the wall. This was our view, but you'll see me pointing. Over that way is actually California Adventure, so I couldn't quite angle the phone enough to get the view of California Adventure. But from our room, we could see Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. It was insane. Look at me, I'm like proper pointing it because I was really excited. But yeah, we didn't have the best view, but we could see Mission Breakout from our room, which was awesome. So this is the bed we had. We had a room with just one big double bed, and the bed was absolutely lovely. And it was huge. There was more than enough room for the 2 of us in the bed. And yeah, it was really lovely and really comfy. Had this great big lamp next to it, and also had an alarm clock system, which actually had some plugs and some USBs in, which was so handy. Around the other side of the bed, there is a nice cozy armchair and another lamp. Don't know what I was showing you there. I think I'm just panning around the room. Yeah, so this is the nice big cozy armchair. The bottom bit does come up as well, so you can sort of lounge in it a bit better, and you can see there is an outlet just down the side, and also some hanging space. That's me giving you a wave in the full length mirror. And then moving round back to the front door, there is this little cupboard. So as you can see, it has some hanging space, an iron with an ironing board, a luggage rack, and also a nice big safe. Really good size room. You can put luggage in here quite easily just to get it out the way as well. Now heading into the bathroom. So nice big bathroom. There I am giving you a wave again with some nice artwork. Nice shelves, lots of storage, some nice complimentary goodies. I will talk about these later. Plenty of towels, plenty of storage space as per usual. We had some nice tissues included, a nice big deep bath as well. The shower was great as well, can't fault that, with a bath mat so you don't slip and hurt yourself. And then also some complimentary toiletries as well, which is always so handy to have. So we've got a theme park view and then a massive bed. We have only got one bed in this room, which is fine. I might ask later if they do have a room with 2 beds, but for now we're all good. More storage and a lamp and an old school alarm clock, which I love. Oh my god, it's got plugs on it.
What was it?
Oh, sick. And USBs. That's really good. Turn the heating up if you want. I'll just, sweat to death.
I don't know what's warmer in
Oh, I don't understand Fahrenheit.
No way.
Anyway. 2 lamps for the bed, which is awesome, and a nice comfy looking armchair. That looks like the kind of place I want to sit down so I don't lie down in the bed and fall asleep. But yeah, some hooks, which is always good. Full length mirror featuring me, who's looking absolutely hanging. Around the corner we've just got a cupboard. It's got like a washing basket, hangers, an ironing board, luggage holder and a safe, and this cupboard is massive so you can put all your suitcases in there. Lots and lots of room, which is great. And then a nice big bathroom as well. Look at this. It's me. Nice little roller coaster artwork. Lots of storage. Nice big sink area with hand wash. Lots of storage. Towels. Toilet. Tissues. Nice big bath. And obviously a shower too. And then it's got a shower mat so you don't slip and fall and hurt yourself. And some complimentary toiletries, which we love. And that's pretty much it. There we go, so there's the room tour for you guys. Apologies if it is a little bit chaotic. I took it as soon as we got in off an 11-hour flight. I tried to capture what I could, so apologies if it is a little bit chaotic, but if you do have any other questions, feel free to pop them in the comments or feel free to ping me a DM on Instagram. I'll drop my Instagram handle on screen. But yeah, that is the room tour that I took when we did arrive. So let's get started with this review. So number 1 is location. I thought Candlewood Suites was a really good location. So the purpose of our trip was Disneyland. That's the reason we were in Anaheim, was to go to Disneyland. We were there for 5 days, so we stayed in the hotel for 5 nights. And it was a perfect location for us. It was a 17-minute walk to Disneyland, which is literally neither here nor there. It had a 7-Eleven around the corner. It had loads of shops and restaurants, like a 5-10 minute walk away. And I just felt like it was a really good location for Disneyland, but also for things outside of Disneyland. So I thought it was almost a perfect location. Yes, there probably are closer hotels, but a 17-minute walk is literally nothing. And they also did have an art shuttle bus that stopped right outside the hotel. So if you don't know what the art shuttle buses are, give them a Google and all the information will come up. Or again, you can drop me a comment here or ping me a message on Instagram and I can sort of explain it a little bit more. It did take us a little while to sort of figure it out, but if you download the app, I'll put the picture on screen. If you download that app, it is really easy to use. You literally can just plug in your departure point and your destination. So if you go from Candlewood to Disneyland, you can do that and that'll tell you when the next bus comes. But yeah, it was really good to have that bus stop literally right outside the hotel. We were very, very lucky because we had no idea the bus stopped there. So we were very lucky in that aspect as well. We did use the bus a couple of times in our last couple of days when our feet were hurting. But yeah, I thought it was an awesome location in Anaheim for Disneyland, but also for other things. Next is room size. I thought it was a really good sized room. So as you can see in the room tour, it has a full kitchenette area, it had a dining table, it had a big TV. We had a room with a double bed in it. You can get larger rooms, I believe, but we just had one double bed in our room. And yeah, we thought it was a good size. The bathroom was massive as well. Like, you know, there was more than enough room for us both to get ready in the morning if we wanted to. So I thought the room size was really, really good. There was enough room for like our luggage. There was enough room for us to put our crap all over the room. So I thought it was a really, really good size hotel room. And especially if you're doing like a longer stay as well, like you want that bit of extra space just to be more comfortable. So I thought the room size was really, really good. Moving on to comfort. So I thought the room was perfectly comfortable. The bed was lovely, the pillows were lovely, the aircon worked great. So we had sort of like an aircon ground unit as opposed to it being like in the walls. So we had that and we could just turn it off and on as we wanted to. There wasn't sort of like a temperature control as such. It was more of a, if you're hot, you turn on the aircon. If you're cold, you turn on the heating. We did go in November, so we quite often were putting the heating on, I won't lie. But it did work really, really well, and it either cooled or warmed the room really, really quickly, so that was great. And yeah, it was just a perfectly comfortable room. It had a nice armchair at the side of the bed. Emily very much enjoyed that. So yeah, it was a perfectly comfortable room. I can't complain anything about the comfort. We slept really well, and yeah, it was good. So the bathroom was great. It was huge. As you would have seen in the room tour, it was massive. It had literally like so much space in there. It was amazing. And it did come equipped with all the toiletries that you may need. So it obviously had hand wash, it had body wash, shampoo and conditioner that are all provided complimentary. So if you do forget your toiletries or you don't want to pack any, then you will be covered if you do stay at Candlewood because they have everything that you need. It had a really big sink area, had a massive mirror, had lots of storage for like your goodies and your toiletries. The shower worked really well, the bath was great, and yeah, no complaints about the bathroom at all. It was a really good size, it had all the toiletries you need, complimentary, and the mirror was massive for getting ready in the morning, which is obviously very important to us ladies. But yeah, I thought the bathroom was a really good size and really well stocked. So for amenities, so obviously the room had a full kitchenette, which is something you don't really come by in a lot of places, but we didn't use it much, to be honest, because we were out and about all day, every day. But it was really nice to have. And like if we were doing a longer stay in just Anaheim, so if we were doing Disney and then something else, we might have cooked. We might have. Having the full-size fridge was really, really handy as well, because we popped all sorts of bits and bobs and snacks and drinks and everything in there, so that was really handy. And it does come equipped with like a hob, it has a microwave, it has a coffee machine. The coffee machine also doubles as a kettle. So for people like me who don't drink coffee, and I am purely a tea girly, then that was great. So we could have, unlimited tea and coffee, and that was great. The room also had a big safe in like the little cupboard thing. I would have shown you that in the room tour, so that was really good, because obviously you need somewhere where you can put your belongings that you're going to feel safe leaving them behind. We didn't feel unsafe at all in the hotel, I will put that out there. Like the staff were all fantastic. We did not have a shred of doubt in that hotel, but I know some people do like to use a safe for their personal belongings, so that is there if you so need it. And then it had a full-size ironing board, it had an iron, it just had everything that you needed for a stay in Anaheim. Like, to me it felt like a complete hotel room. Like, we never had to ask for anything more because we had everything that we needed. So for food, we didn't have any food included in our room, right? Like, I don't think they do breakfast or anything like that. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But we just had a room-only rate. But what I will say is they do have complimentary tea and coffee in the lobby all day, every day. It was awesome. Like, Emily is a big coffee drinker, so that was great for her. I had my cups of tea in the morning. We had a cup of tea at night before we went back up to the room. And it's really lovely that they do provide complimentary tea and coffee just in the lobby. Like, you can just go and grab one whenever you want. And then what they also had was what they called the Candlewood cupboard, which I loved. And it's like all sorts of like cooking supplies for like your kitchenettes in your room, or just like little drinks and stuff. We quite often went back and got like a little drink from the fridge, so that was really handy. It had like first aid stuff, it had toiletries, it had crisps, it had literally everything you can think of. So if you forget something at home, you could probably buy it in the hotel. Or, if you fancy a bottle of Coke or a bottle of Powerade, whatever, you could buy it in the hotel. So that was really great that that's something they offered. They did also have like a freezer section, so if you want like a microwave meal, they did have that as well. So yeah, only a small little, cozy of the lobby, but it literally had so much in there. So moving on to cleanliness. So we didn't have any problems with our hotel room, with the lobby or anything. We thought everything was spotless. When we did check in, we did see that there was a notice in the room that says that we'll only be provided with housekeeping once a week. And we were like, oh, well, that's no bother. We're only here for 5 nights. Like, it is what it is. So we were sort of making the bed ourselves in the morning. But when we arrived back on our first day, we actually noticed the room had been cleaned. So we thought, oh, that'll probably be the once a week then, maybe. But when we got back on day 2, the room had been cleaned again. Day 3, the room had been cleaned again. And then day 4 and day 5, the room had been cleaned again. So despite them saying it is a weekly service, we did actually have housekeeping every single day. I don't know if maybe we got lucky because we had a short stay. I don't know if different people might have had different experiences, but we did actually have housekeeping every single day, which was really, really nice because we weren't expecting it at all. All of the staff in the hotel as well were lovely. We didn't encounter anyone who was rude, who was nasty, who was miserable. They were all just genuinely quite happy to be there. The guy who checked us in was lovely. Every time we came and went from the hotel, the people in reception would say hello or goodbye, have a good day. And they were all just really like welcoming and friendly whenever we encountered them. We didn't see anyone from housekeeping, so I can't comment on how friendly they are, but I'm sure they're great. But yeah, every single staff member we encountered was really friendly and really lovely. Now on to the most important bit. Would I stay there again? You can probably guess my answer because I haven't had a single bad thing to say about the hotel, but I would absolutely stay there again. Candlewood Suites was just perfect for us. It was so convenient for a trip to Disneyland. Also, if you just stay in Anaheim, it's great for just the Anaheim area as well. And yeah, I haven't got a bad thing to say about it. It was a really, really lovely stay. It's a really lovely hotel. The room was great. The staff were great. The amenities were great. So I can't say a bad word about them. So I would absolutely stay at Candlewood Suites in Anaheim again. And I would highly recommend that you do so too. So yeah, that is my little review of Candlewood Suites in Anaheim. I really highly recommend it. You guys should definitely look into it if you're doing a Disneyland trip or if you're doing an Anaheim trip, either way. I am a fully qualified travel agent as well, so if you'd like some help booking your trip, feel free to drop me a comment or send me a message on Instagram and I would be more than happy to help you book your next trip. But for now, I'm going to bid you farewell. I hope you found this video informative and yeah, I hope you enjoyed and I will see you in the next one.